Andrew, you want to take us off?
Yeah, Secretary Vilsack, a couple questions. One about the mines that you, the mine project that you had previously blocked, and then the Trump administration allowed those to open up. Do you have any particular view on whether that should be reopened or not? This is the twin metal copper mine.
There's always a very difficult balance to strike in any of these questions. And certainly in this particular one, you're balancing a pristine, incredibly important and valuable natural site, the boundary waters of the Mississippi, tremendously unique area. It's one that the late Walter Mondale felt very strongly about, and I know that from a personal experience with the former vice president. He called me repeatedly on this issue. So you've got that on one hand. On the other hand, you obviously have jobs and economic opportunity. And I think the challenge is to try to see if you can strike a balance. And that's what we attempted to do in the previous administration, and I don't see any reason why we should change that calculation, trying to find the balance between preserving a pristine area and at the same time looking for ways in which job growth, economic growth can take place in rural areas. And that's what we're going to attempt to do. There are no final decisions being made on this. This is obviously something we also have to do in conjunction with the Department of Interior. They have a stake in this issue as well.
Alex? Oh, I just want to get to a bunch of people and he has limited time, so go ahead, Alex.
Sure. One way of increasing SNAP benefits is by reforming the Thrifty Food Plan. And I know that that is under review right now. Can you talk a little bit about what that review entails and when we should expect results and how the reforms would be implemented if the program is approved?
It's a complicated question and one that hasn't been reviewed in detail for quite some time. And we expect and anticipate during the course of the summer months that we will complete our review and then have an opportunity perhaps to have a conversation about this in the fall. And this will be appropriately timed because, as you know, the American Rescue Plan called for an extension of the increase in SNAP over the course of the summer months until the end of September. So it's timely for us to look at this. I'd simply say that the principles that we're operating under in this area are, number one, the benefit has to be meaningful to American families. With the American Rescue Plan, we saw an additional $100 a month for a family of four being added to the groceries, to their grocery purchases. It also impacts jobs, as I said before. That SNAP benefit increased and supported tens of thousands of jobs in grocery stores and across the food chain. It also has to be conveniently available. It's one of the reasons why, again, the American Rescue Plan has provided opportunities for us to look at online purchasing, make it more convenient. It has to be operated with integrity, obviously. And it has to be, we have to look for ways in which we can incent and encourage those dollars to be used in the best way possible to provide the most nutritious benefit to American families. And that's the goal, and that's what we'll look at when we look at the Thrifty Food Plan.
Alex?